Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial video for the Ideal Digital Assistant system. This time we're going to be going over the incident tracking portion of the system, which is how you can track employee warnings and compliments. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. To get to the incident tracking portion of the system, on your top bar you're going to click on My Employees, Employee HR Maintenance, and then Incidents. This is going to take you to a new window that's going to show you all of the incidents that you have for all of your employees. To add a new one, you're going to click on the Add New button up in the top right. It's going to open up another pop-up here. You do need to select your employee. I like to click on the button that says View List of Employees here. And it's going to show me all of my active employees. I'm going to go ahead and select one. And then it's going to ask me for an incident type. This is just a drop-down that you can select from. In this case, I'm going to select a written warning. And then I'm going to click on that Add button. Once I'm in here, you can see I've got two different windows. I've got an Incident Info window and then a Resolution window. In the Incident Info window, you can change the incident name if you would like to, but generally I like to keep it the way they are just because it kind of puts it in a nice format for you. If you want to give the incident identification number, you can do that here. You can then select a violation. In this case, it's going to give me a list of a whole bunch of different options here that I can select from. Let's go ahead and select Other on this option. I then have an incident date and a report date, so you can track both of these here. So incident date, of course, is when the incident occurred. And then the report date could be when it was reported, so let's say it wasn't reported until a day after it actually occurred. The status you can just leave as opened. The priority you can select whether it's low, medium, or high. This is just for reporting purposes. There's nothing really that the system does with these. Generally, I actually just leave this empty. Now, description is where you can enter in a description of what happened during the incident. So I'm going to go ahead and type one of those up now. Once you've entered in that description, you can click on that Save button that's up in the top right. Now, once it's saved, you'll see a couple other windows will appear. So you'll see a Comments window, General Notes and Supporting Documents that show up on the right side. Just note that these do not show up until you actually save the incident after you've created it. You'll also notice in the Incident Info window that two items have been added, or three items rather. You'll see Employee Signed, Reviewer, and Reviewer Signed. This is just for you to track when the employee signs off that you've discussed this with them. Now down below you'll see the Resolution window. So let's say you need to add when the target date was and when it was actually resolved. So whatever action you took to resolve this incident, you can select those dates here. So I'm just going to go ahead and select Friday. Now resolution, you can select from a bunch of different types here. So in this case, I'm just going to say outline corrective action. I'm going to type in those details here. Once those are typed in, I'm going to go ahead and save the incident again just to make sure all my information is saved. Now, if you need to add in additional comments to this incident, if you go down to General Notes, you'll see an Add Note button. You can click there and you can add some additional notes here. So let me put some notes in. And now I've added in that additional note. These general notes will not show up when we actually print out this form, which I'm going to show you here now. So once you have entered your information in the incident info, you can actually print it out. Up in the top right, you'll see a couple of different buttons. You'll see a print preview. Go ahead and click there, and it's going to show you a preview of what you can actually print out to have the employee sign. And in this case, you can click on that download PDF button, and it's going to download a PDF version of that document that you can then print out and have the employee sign. To get back to my window, I'm just going to click on that back button that's in the top left. Now once the employee has signed that document, of course you can upload it. So up in the top right again, you're going to click on those three dots, and then you'll see a Upload Document option from that menu. From here, you'll need to select a document type. So in this case, I'll select Incident Document. I can type in the document name, and then I can select the file from my computer. Once you've selected the document, you can click on that Upload button, and then you'll see it'll actually save the incident, and you'll see down at the bottom it'll say Supporting Documents, and you can see the document that has been uploaded. Now once you've finished entering all of your information into the incident and the employee has signed it and you've uploaded the document, you can come in and close the incident. So up in the top right, you'll see that Close Incident option. You can just click there. You'll select a closing date. I'm going to go ahead and select Friday, and we'll click on OK. And you'll see it'll actually lock all the information there. Now admins to the system will have access to unlock these for you, just in case you don't have access to actually unlock them once you've closed it. One thing to note is that as you're adding incidents to the system, that report that you go to actually add one, so that My Employees, Employee HR Maintenance, and Incidents is actually acting as the report for you to view all of the incidents for the employees that you've added in. You can use your columns here to filter by last name, so you can see all the incidents that have been created for a specific employee. That's all I have to show you today. If you do have any questions, just give us a call here at the office. We're more than happy to help, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.